What's up, heretics? Really gotta work out where to actually place the mic. Because my word, sometimes it gets in the way. Like I'm speaking like this and then. I could really just use the webcam mic or something, but yeah, I'll figure out those details. How's your exams going? Yes. No, physics was also a bit rough for me. Oh man. No. Chemistry was a bit easier, but not as interesting for me. Physics was a bit more interesting, but a lot more difficult. Oh man. Yeah. As soon as you have to calculate displacement of motion, and I'm like, oh my word, okay, I'm screwed. Ugh. And it's like the things aren't that difficult technically, but they aren't really taught in such a understandable way. Like it's very much the same with guitar. Like you have teachers who have decades of experience and have understood, like they see the full picture. So when they give you a segment of it, it makes sense. But now you just have that segment, and you're expected to sort of understand the entire picture, how this thing fits into everything, and it just doesn't really work that way. So, and then the teacher gets frustrated with you. It's like, what? Look at it. Don't you understand? And then you're like, no. So, yeah, it's very much a challenge I had with mathematics as well when I was growing up. Some teachers were incredible, some were very, very difficult, but oh my word. Yeah, teachers are all themselves students. They're like 26, 27. Okay, that does help to a certain extent, because then they aren't so much more advanced than you, because then they sort of fought the battles you're fighting right now not too long ago, which does help a little bit. But yeah, it also has the possibility that they passed and they're thrown in the deep end. Now they have to teach you, but they just passed. So yeah, it's a blessing and a curse. But taking a break from guitar for a week isn't the worst idea, because you sort of, then everything you've worked on gets like placed into like a package, and then you sort of send that package away, and then it gets processed, and then after a week when you pick up your guitar again, you open the package, and then like a lot of the things you struggled with, you can suddenly play. So yeah, psychosocial. I don't know what the actual notes are. I just know the rhythm, and then there's like dun 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 dun, and the pinch harmonica. I'm not sure. Yeah, pinch harmonics, a lot of gain does help, a lot of compression as well. But it's very much the physical, like, way you're holding the pick also helps. Some people will hold the pick a bit too, let's see if I can, too much like this, and then it's like you can't really get a pinch. You have to sort of have it like that. Some people hold the pick like this, like that. I don't really recommend that. I sort of have my thumb protrude past the pick, but on the thumb of the on the thumb, of course, the thumb, on the pad of the thumb, like the fingerprint, the thumbprint. I sort of have that, but it has to protrude a little bit past the pick, just so that when I then get to an angle, like I don't let the pick stick out that much, really. Like I sort of have it just a little bit, and then you sort of have you can twist your forearm for a pinch harmonic. So that's the technique. So you sort of like have the pick, and then you twist your forearm, and then you can get the pinch harmonic. But then also what's important is where you physically decide to find it. Like, a good way to practice is with like a pentatonic scale or something, because now so the thing that you want to just bear in mind is each fret sort of has a sweet spot somewhere here, and the distance that you move between frets you have to do proportionately over here. So like if I go, let me find it. Like that. It's like, yeah, it's a interesting way to practice it, but it really does help. Normal picks or jazz 3. Like I think a jazz 3 would probably be the best, but I don't have them. In my small town, they don't really have that. They have like a bunch of other picks, but the ones I've been using recently are just the Ibanez ones. They have like a bit of sandpaper at the back and the front as well, so like it helps for grip. And the size is also nice, but what I do is I take whatever pick I have, like let's say this one, like I'll take it and rub it on a carpet, so I can sort of shape it so that it's a bit sharper and a bit smaller. So essentially I'm doing all this work to make it a Jazz 3. But I mean, like, it really does help to have a pick that is comfortable, like the way the way it feels and everything. But thickness, definitely 1 millimeter. A little bit less, just doesn't have as fast an attack for me, and a bit thicker, like maybe 1.14, 1.5. Like, it just doesn't really just feel physically good picking with it. It feels a little bit too resistant. So 1 millimeter is definitely the ones that works for me. Let's check. A lot of finger exercises, but when I try to do it fast, so I can switch strings easier. Okay. Yeah. Oh man. Sure. Yeah. String changes are really the one of the most difficult parts of guitar, and it kind of sucks because we have 6 strings. But yeah, it's like that gets progressively more difficult the faster you play. When you're playing slowly, you can still process every string change. Now, when you're playing fast, you can't really. The break-off point for string changes and mental processing is the speed at which you can downpick everything. So anything faster than your maximum downpicking speed, you can't really mentally process, and that's where the break-off point is for string changes. That's like the part where things get difficult for every single player, and that's normally where the wall is that people can't break through. Because now if you can, like you can not really fast, but you can think about the strokes that you're doing, and you can process it a bit easier, and it's the same motion over and over and over and over. But now, if you want to go a little bit faster than that, you're in a big trouble because you're capped. So you need to start doing alternate picking, but that's going to change the way you go to the next string. Obviously, it's going to be much faster, but now you have to be cognizant of how to actually go into the next string. So it can get very, very challenging, but that's where the main difficulty comes from. It's purely the angles of each stroke that then you have to sort of bear in mind when you go to the next string. But that's like an entire lesson catalog. Oh man, just go back and forth. You mean back and forth like that. I have Dimebag's guitar. My dad got it in 2003. Dimebag's guitar will be a Dean Razorback. That'll be a Dean Razorback with well, it depends on which finish, but it'll be a Dean Razorback. Yeah, like that shape is Dimebag's. Really, it just is. It's extremely distinct, and it has the whammy bar and everything, so you can do all those. What do you call it? Dive bombs, dime bombs. Oh, is it signed by him? Congratulations! Sure. That is a rare piece of what do you call it? A rare piece of that's a rare instrument. If it's signed by Dimebag, that's just crazy. Oh my word! Yeah, because he was tragically murdered, I think, at a live show in 2001 or 2002, 2003, early 2000s. Some crazy fan just like he lost his mind, and then so we lost Dimebag then, but we at least got to experience Walk and Cemetery Gates and these amazing things, and like the influence that he had on guitar players is just like it's insane. So he definitely lives on in everyone's playing. Got a sign, can think of bugs. Oh man, that's so weird. Can't think of bugs. Oh man. No one's ever. Oh, who's the clown again? Is it Sean Crahan? I think it is. Crahan. I think something like that. What's up, Sid? Oh, Suki. Sorry, I didn't see you, Suki. How's it going, Suki? How's the drumming going? Oh my word. Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, Godsmack was one of my gateway bands because I played Prince of Persia Warrior Within, and I have the tattoo as well of Prince of Persia Warrior Within. So then I heard Straight Out of Line by Godsmack, and I was like, oh my word, this is so epic. And then I heard I Stand Alone as well, and I'm like, oh, dude, that just freaking started everything. I was like, what the hell? Metal is so cool. Oh man, yeah. But I mean, I can tell you, your dad does not regret it. There's a transcendent sort of joy from being present with your kids. Like if you look at Kiko Loureiro of Megadeth, he resigned specifically because he wanted to spend more time with his family. So like being in a band and fame and glory and all that stuff is great, but it's like it's novelty. It can fade and everything, but the family is really where the joy of life comes in. Even though we sometimes struggle with our family and everything, but like just family is life. So I think your dad definitely made the right decision. I think he in an alternate universe where he did the other decision, I think he would not be as fulfilled as he is now. So no, don't beat yourself up about it. Started playing guitar, been 2 weeks. Any tips for me? Are you playing electric guitar or acoustic guitar? That's also quite a important distinction. So, because that'll also determine what kind of tips I can give you. Because some of the main techniques is one of the things that you're gonna have to go through. One of the members backed out not to starting POT who would do the audition to them because he couldn't go up there. Acoustic. 3FS, man. Like I can only sympathize with you. I know it's not the nicest position to be in, but just know you will get through whatever it is. You will. Acoustic. Okay, so acoustic is very much a rhythmic instrument. Okay. So the first thing you're going to have to do is learn open chords. So that'll be these sorts of things. You want to learn all these shapes. The first four chords you need to learn is G, C, D, and E minor. Oh, okay, sorry, 3FS. I misunderstood then. Okay, no, then I'm happy for you. Oh man, yes. Oh man, very good to hear. But yeah, so said the chords you want to learn is G, C. You can play C like this, but I prefer playing it like this. So it's technically a C add 9. Don't worry too much about the names. Just play G, C, D, and E minor. Once you have these shapes under your hand, then you want to develop your strumming. And the best way to do that is to understand how a metronome works and play with a metronome. So I'm going to put a metronome now on 120 BPM. It's just a metronome is just a regular pulse that like goes like da 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 da, just like that. So let me quickly just put on a metronome. Okay. So with your right hand, you want to go. Actually, before I do that, let me explain to you. With your technique with your right hand, when you're strumming, what you don't want to do is lock your forearm and do this. You don't want to do that. You want to use your elbow. But you also don't want to now lock your wrist and do this. You want to sort of paint the guitar like this. So when you're going down, your wrist is sort of facing upwards like that, and when you're going back up, you sort of drag it up like that. So the easiest way to describe this is you relax your wrist totally, just like that. Imagine you just washed your hands and you want to get the water off like that. So that's essentially the thing, but just close your hand like this. And then you're going to be doing this sort of motion. You're going to have the pick in your hand. You're just going to be doing this sort of motion. Now you need to control that. Once you have the motion, now you need to actually control it and harness it. So now I'll play the metronome. Just do this. Just like that. That's all you have to do. Don't even fret a chord or anything. Just hold the thing like this. And then once you get that, then you can add an upstroke between each one. So then you go. But don't even focus on the upstroke. Only thing that you need to do is make sure that you're still touching the strings when you anyways come back up for your downstroke. So it's like... So visually it looks like I'm just going like this, but I'm sort of like moving my arm inwards so that I can make contact with the strings on the upstrokes as well. So you want that motion sort of figured out, and then eventually you can combine the chords. You can eventually bring that in, but that's like a bit later. First get the motion down, and then you'll be fine. I think it still has guitar string dance. You're gonna develop calluses, don't worry. Dimebag 2004. Okay. Yeah. I knew it was like early 2000s. No, tragedy. Ugh. And 2 Banties. Oh, what did you get, Heretics? Learn G, C, D, A, and E. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Changing between chords is something new guitarists really struggle with, but it's like, it eventually becomes such a natural thing. So don't worry too much about it, but you do wanna practice it. So just practice it. There's a number of ways you can practice it. You can just do like depending on what chord you're going to, like just understand that not every finger is going to be changing. Like if I play a G and then a D, my ring finger stays put. If I play a G and then I play a C, these fingers are staying put as well. It's just these two are just moving down one string each. So G, C, just like that. So straightforward enough. And then if I want to do an E minor, from a G, the only finger that changes is my middle finger goes underneath my index finger. So it's like only that has to change. If you have to think of like playing a G and then I'm going to play an E, it's not going to work. So try to find the commonalities between the chords that you're starting on and going to, and then you sort of only focus on the actual things that are changing. That just makes it a million times easier. So thank you, Heretics. I got to get to work, so I'll check that out, and I'll actually just send you a message. It'll be really cool. But yeah, No, awesome. Thanks for joining, everyone. Hope everyone has a fantastic day. I'll check you guys later.